3 kids, 5 and under, 2-week road trip across Europe. Am I insane? Maybe. Is this gonna lead to an absolute mental breakdown? Possibly. Am I doing it anyway? Yes! Let the freaking fun begin. But it's important to maintain my mental sanity, which is what I'm gonna share with you today. My steps for preparing mentally for this 2-week road trip across Europe. Now, this is helpful for anyone who is traveling with kids, whether it's on an airplane, whether it's a road trip across Europe or across the US, or just commuting in your car with kids every morning. I know how stressful school drop-offs are, okay? So apply these tips and you will preserve your mental health. First and foremost, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I may lose my patience quite a few times. I know that my 3-year-old is gonna drop his cookie on the floor and scream for the next 35 minutes, but I'm gonna be real with it. That's probably step 1, embrace reality of this wildness. And then how do we merge and flow with the reality of the situation in a way that does not cause a mental breakdown? Okay, some are asking, why would you do something like that? And the truth is, why not? Okay, YOLO, it's my thing. I know it's super millennial to say, but literally YOLO, you only live once. I want to show my kids the world. These are memories that we will have for a lifetime. I believe travel and exposing children to different cultures and different ways of life, different languages, different foods is a way to expand their minds and prepare them for a global future. We are an international family. We speak 3 languages at home alone. These kids are going to see the world whether they like it or not. But also it's something that I want to do. I want to share this with my husband and with our kids, and I want to be able to look back at these photos and share these stories and just have this as a family memory for years to come. Number 1 mindset hack, expect the chaos and then just roll with it. The more you resist the chaos, the harder it gets, right? Instead of thinking, oh my God, this shouldn't be happening. Why aren't we there yet? Are we there yet? No, you know what? I'm gonna have super low expectations going into this. That's the hack. Assume everything will go wrong and then be pleasantly surprised when it doesn't go wrong. Mindset hack number 2. It's about the journey, not the schedule. We have 3 kids, right? They're on 3 different schedules. Generally, the older 2 are kind of on the same schedule, but that baby, I mean, you know how babies are? You gotta follow that schedule so they sleep, eat, and nap, and poop, and do all that in an expected manner, or else it will hit the fan. I am mentally preparing to embrace the detours. Look, we're going from Berlin to the corner of Spain in Galicia. My husband has this plan to leave at 8 p.m. the moment the kids go to sleep and have them sleep all night in the car on the way there to knock out the first 12 hours of driving. I personally am not leaning towards that. Look, we leave in 4 days. I haven't really decided this yet. This is another thing, we gotta get planning. But that's part of the deal. I am here to embrace the detours. I don't want to stick to a certain schedule. I do have some key points of where I want to stop, but it may not happen. We may not get all the way to France to the bee farm in 12 hours. So if the kids need to pee, if I need to stretch my legs or do some exercises, get the blood flowing, that's what we're gonna do. It's about the journey, not the schedule. And honestly, that actually applies to life as well. Most of the time, the best moments, the best memories we have are not the ones we've planned and mapped out in advance. It's that spontaneity. That's when the magic happens. Mindset hack number 3, protect your energy. This is self-preservation mode. Recently, a friend of mine and I were talking about all the craziness going on in the US these days, politically speaking. And I was saying, look, I'm getting too emotionally involved. It's stressing me out and I don't want to be in this place. And my friend said, ignore it. You have to just block it out. Totally detach, because protecting your energy is the most important thing you can do for yourself and for your family. And I could not agree with that more. Those are super wise words that I'm going to apply here into the road trip as well. I'm treating this like a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm packing my favorite snacks, things that bring me comfort, all the pillows. I'm maxing and relaxing, front seat, shotgun, and you better believe I got the noise canceling headphones. Usually at home, whenever just things go crazy and there's just screaming and mama, 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 insane in my ear, I usually take a deep breath and I say, Mama needs a moment, and I go into the other room and I just decompress. I know that's not gonna be possible stuck in the car on this road trip, so I have to allow the space. I have to create some form of space, of personal space, in order to just detach, get into my zone, and just take deep breaths. So a lot of deep breaths, meditation. You know I'm gonna have those headphones in, but in there I'm gonna have probably binaural beats, meditation music, deep breathing exercises on podcasts just to follow, guided exercises just to like, get down, get centered, and get back to a healthy place. Mindset hack number 4. Now this is whenever things just go south. Have a reset button. What does that mean? There needs to be a clear emergency exit plan between my husband and I, which we've already discussed. When I just like can't handle it or he needs a break, we're stopping, no questions asked, getting out of the car. I will take the kids so he can have a break. He will take the kids so I can have a break. Detach, get out of that car, be prepared to like totally reset, stop, hit the brakes, get out. I am bringing a picnic mat that I can just lay flat and I can literally stretch out. Ideally, we're not on the side of the road or in a gas station parking lot. I would love to be having a view of the Swiss Alps, which is possible, but that's when I'm gonna get out, do my own thing, totally physically detach. I mean, it's one thing to mentally detach, but you gotta physically get out as well. That's important for every single person in the car. Another plan I have, because I have like chronic back pain, which obviously a road trip is not ideal for me or for anyone. Whenever you're in a car for a long time, you gotta stretch, like you get achy, okay? We are not spring chickens anymore, let's be honest. So I have a plan every hour, yes, it sounds like a lot, but every hour we're gonna stop and get out the car and every person is gonna go around and take a turn to choose a song that all of us get out of the car and have to absolutely dance like wild, like we're at a club or at a kid's party, I don't know, and dance. Just get moving, dance, 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 like happy energy, vibes, movement, so we can have that physical detachment from the car and get back into a good spot. Now, at the end of the day, the kids are not really gonna remember the argument, the Lego that fell on the floor that they freaked out about for 45 minutes, or the blowout diaper. They're gonna remember those dance parties. They're gonna look back at the pictures and see us standing in front of our little blue car and remember that we were in that thing for 2 weeks and we were having the time of our lives. So I'm mentally preparing for that. I'm excited to see my kids outside of a castle, overlooking the Swiss countryside, trying super stinky French cheese, and walking through the winding streets of Spain, listening to the music in the air. Okay, maybe I'm romanticizing. They may not remember anything because they're so young. Let's not go there. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. We're gonna have a great time. Worst case scenario, it just like is a total disaster and I just film it and I make a YouTube video out of it. Which reminds me, you absolutely must follow and subscribe in order to see how the road trip actually goes. You better know I'm documenting that. If you've ever road tripped with kids, let me know in the comments, what are your survival techniques? If you've never done it, let me know what you think about this. Am I crazy? Is this ambitious? Is this brave? Am I losing my mind? Is my marriage gonna fail? I don't know. Let's wait and find out. Anyway, hit subscribe because these videos are gonna be wild. See you in the next one.